Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm deciding to put out an Aether Raids playthrough video today because the recent Aether Raid changes have got me feeling some type of way, and I can't tell if I'm feeling good about it overall or bad about it. I do think there are some positive changes, like the inclusion of Tier 28, and I do like the idea of, on defense, having a bonus mythic, reducing the amount of lift that you lose. However, I really don't like the fact that now on offense, if you have one of the bonus mythics, you can literally just take a death in every match in the season and still end up with a perfect week. But so far, I'm still enjoying Aether Raids, so I thought it would be fun to make a video for you guys just showing you what a typical day in Astra season looks like for me. So my defense has actually done really surprisingly well this week, so I'll show you guys these matches at the end because it surprised me how good it was, so I was really happy about that. And I did play 2 double matches yesterday, which were perfect, so I'm just going to play another double match today. So this is the team that I'll probably be using for most matches. I also have a team with my dancer Reinhardt instead of Tethys, but I do think Tethys overall is more useful usually. So I'm running my +10 Brave Claude. Obviously, he is the star of my Astra season. He's just so good. And then I've got my Tamari Tethys for some debuffs and the even pulse tie support. And then I've got my Aversa, who is basically just there to help with debuffing through her weapon, and she also soaks Bright Shrine because she's running Life and Death 4, so Claude doesn't have to take those debuffs. And then I've got Regan, who obviously we got for free, and now because I have Regan, I'm able to run triple mythics because before I didn't have triple mythics, I only had Altina and Plumeria, so that's going to be really nice this week. And then I'm running my +1 Altina and my Plumeria, and Plumeria is just so amazing in Aether Raids, so I'm really happy that I did end up getting her. So we're just going to play one double match today. Okay, this looks like it might be an Infantry Pulse team. Except they're not actually running Infantry Pulse anywhere. Interesting. Alright, so +1 Duma. That is a lot of attack. And I have to be careful with Panic Ploy, although I don't think he hits anyone with his 59 HP. Since I'm running triple mythic, Claude hits like 67 HP. So the only person who's going to have their special ready is literally just going to be Ophelia. And that isn't a problem because I can just wait until turn 2 and then my even pulse tie will get rid of it. And Lynn is running Brave Bow, but because of that she won't be hitting very hard in terms of attack, so I think Claude can literally just bait maybe like right over here, so that Celica can reach, Azura can probably reach, Lynn can reach, and Ophelia can reach. Yeah, I think that's what I'll be doing. I will not be in the range of the Panic Banner, so I don't have to worry about that, although I don't really run visible buffs in Astra season anyway, aside from the buffs from Plumeria's dance.
Let's finish this.
So they don't actually have a healing tower, so it's looking like the move is to just wait until turn 3 so I get off my bolt tower damage, and then after that it will be quite easy, I think, to just bait with Claude because he's just too good. And I do want to see if I can get the pots earlier on, because last season I missed a couple pots and I didn't end up getting my extra match of the week, so that was not fun. And Azura's actually running Attack Tactic, but these infantry units don't actually receive it because there are 3 of them. Oh, I still need to get used to Kanto. It is still very strange to get used to.
Lead away. Over here?
On it.
Alright, so I'm literally just gonna wait until turn 3 with Claude and then go in with him. And the fact that Duma doesn't even have armored boots means it's gonna be fairly easy for me to get the pots at the end, I think, so I actually don't have to worry about that too much. Alright, so as you can see, even Pulse Tie from Tethys already got rid of the special from Ophelia, so she's not really going to be a big concern. And now I should be able to hit this and run with Regan and put Claude here, put Plumeria here for the buffs, and put Altina there as well for another Goat Flyers buffs, and honestly I am certain that Claude will be fine.
So big and strong.
Alright. He gets hit by the tactics room, but that's not really a big deal. Yeah, and everyone's just gonna go down one by one here. I love the fact that because Claude's defenses are not that high, dancers often do enough damage to do 5 damage to him, so they'll attack him instead of dancing. So I actually really love that about Claude. See, his resistance is only 32 and his defense is only 30, so a lot of dancers will choose to just, instead of dancing, they will attack him, which is just so amazing.
I won't lose.
So I'm going to hit the pot with Regan because I do believe it is turn 4, so that's safe to do because she still has Kanto active. And then I think I'm literally just going to smite Claude up. So that was the real trap, so I can just attack Thrasier here.
Certainly.
And then I'm just going to go after the pot in the corner, and Duma will not be too difficult to take down, and it's not really a concern about him moving around because he doesn't even have armored boots.
Let's hear it.
Alright, so I do want to take Duma out with Claude just so that we get a nice special.
Consider it done.
So I'll just wait until next turn with Claude, and then I will take Duma out. Oh, and I should probably turn on animations. I forgot to do that.
At the ready.
Alright, wonderful.
This is it.
This truly is it. So yeah, I mean, I think that team was pretty decent, but I think it could have been a lot better if they had actually done some infantry pulse stuff. And running attack tactic on Azura doesn't really make sense to me because the only persons who that will actually be giving it to is Lyn and Duma. Alright, so this season is going really well so far. I haven't used any ladders. And who knows, we might make top 1k this week. Definitely hoping to make tier 28 because I did not make it last time. Alright, so now let me show you guys my defenses. I was pretty shook when I woke up yesterday to these 2 wins and then woke up to another win this morning. So you guys saw my, or if you haven't seen it already, I made a video on my new dark defense team, which is a cav line. And I made a very similar thing for Anima season, but I replaced Sothis with Duma, who is actually pretty decent. He's already gotten a kill this week. And then I replaced Eldigan with Rayson because I do have Rayson at plus 10 merges. And then one last thing is I changed around the order of the calves. So I believe Veronica used to be here and Reinhardt used to be here. But I decided to also give Veronica Restore Plus. So basically that creates a restore trap where Veronica is going to come down here right below Python, restore him. And then with aerobatics from Rayson, he can go dance her. And that catches a lot of people off guard because they might bait in this spot where Lucina is now and expect Python to be hitting them, but it will actually be Veronica because of the restore trap. So it looks like they really just don't have enough space to retreat because they were running so many structures. And they're just going to go on the left side with Bike. And then they've got the Lucina support. And then they've got Micaiah here. Unfortunately, Micaiah's defense is so low that even if Python were to attack her, he would almost definitely kill. And then they've got Regan here, and I'm not sure why they left Ephraim here. He is, like, severely debuffed by the infantry school, but again, like, they didn't really have much space before Duma broke their structure here, so I guess I kind of get it. So the restore happens, and then Claude is just going to take out Ephraim because he doubles. And then Veronica's actually going to get the kill on Micaiah. I bet they were not expecting that. And then Python is going to swoop in, and because he has Hardy Bearing, he actually does a pretty large amount of damage to Ike on this second hit right here. And then Ike survives, and then Duma can come in Wings of Mercy and get the one-shot on Ike. Duma's damage output is much better than Sothis, honestly, so it's nice to have him this season. And then at this point, they only really have their support units left in their mythics, so there's not much of a chance to win, so they're just going to surrender. And then this one. So they're using a Regan, who I see they haven't even taught all the skills to. And then they're using an Ileana with Blue Tonebreaker 1. That is a little bit surprising. I do believe Blue Tonebreaker is not that exclusive fodder, so it surprises me that they left her with version 1. And then they have their Altina and Micaiah and Azura and a plus 10 Jill. That is very interesting. I do think plus 10 Jill can be really useful on a Gale Force team, but it's kind of hard to Gale Force the team that I have, I think. At least in my experience, I haven't seen anyone do it yet. So I think Jill is kind of a bit of dead weight on this map. Oh, so I see that they actually got the tactics room off on my Reinhardt, so he won't be able to come down and attack anyone, so that's good for them. But the rest of the people are unfortunately not safe. So I believe the restore is probably going to happen first, yep, and then dance, and then Veronica's going to actually one-shot Altina. Veronica is actually really, really good. So on this team, on my other team, I had her with ARD speed res, but on this team, I've got her with attack speed solo and attack defense solo, and that's a surprisingly good combination. Alright, and the rest of my units are going to move in. So Jill's going to go test the trap, and I just wanted to point out how useful the tactics room is here. It's only 60 HP, but a lot of people will run dancers with under 60 HP, or units like Micaiah who don't reach that threshold. So I do think that really helps limit mobility when people are trying to pick off my units in turn 2 and onwards. So obviously Ileana's going to be able to take out Veronica. But now they don't really have much of a play because Jill can't charge her Gale Force in just one hit. So unfortunately at this point, I'm definitely going to get a couple more kills. And now my Reinhardt is no longer hit by Tactics Room, so he can just go ahead and snipe Ileana. A pretty close kill. And then Rayson is actually going to go ahead and get the kill on Jill, which is not something I thought I would ever see because her defense is quite good, but he did just enough damage. Okay, Regan is going to be able to take out Claude. I'm surprised she's fast enough to do that. That's really impressive. I wonder whether she'd still be able to do it outside of bonus season. And now Micaiah is going to one-shot Reinhardt. And then Micaiah is not going to be able to one-shot Rayson, unfortunately for her, so then I do think I see what's going to happen in the next turn. So Rayson's going to go attack someone and probably kill. Yeah, he has his special ready and he doubles her, so it doesn't surprise me that he kills.
I let you down.
And then Rayson has 7 HP, so Duma's just going to Wings of Mercy in and snipe Azura. Yeah, that did not go well for them, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, the team you had just wasn't the right team to face my Cav line. And now this last replay was a rematch from yesterday, I guess, and I have never seen the words 6 foes defeated before, so that was a pretty big shock when I woke up until I remembered that now we do have 6 people, so the old 5 foes defeated is now 6 foes defeated. So they're running a legendary Eliwood, I assume, for support with bonus doubler. The problem is, my team, with its panic manner and its 2 panic smokes, is very anti-buffs, so unfortunately Eliwood is not going to be exceptionally useful against me. And then they have got their Regan, who also has not been taught all of her skills. It surprises me that people didn't at least like grind SP for her before the season started. I just auto-battled a couple training maps with her. And then they've got a +5 Naga, cool. And she's got Iot's shield, so maybe my bows won't be able to one-shot her. And then they've got Idan, who, unfortunately, her HP is kind of low, and if they leave her in the range of the Panic Manor, she's just going to get hit by that. And then a Veronica with her Refine, and then Peony. So yeah, this is another perfect instance where my Tactics Room is going to hit both of the units over here. A lot of people don't run ranged units over 60 HP, so that is why I use the Tactics Room over there. Alright, so they're going to use... So, I'm not sure why they did that. So that is going to give everyone defense and resistance buffs, I believe, if I remember correctly. But the problem is, like, they're all going to get panicked. So Who knows, maybe they actually would have been able to do this if they had realized that they were going to get panicked and then they didn't use her buff. Because I don't have any armor effective units on this team, so I don't see why she would want to use the duo skill aside from getting the defense and res buffs. But again, like, those are going to get panicked, so I'm curious to see how close it is and whether or not they would have been able to actually... Okay. Wow. So Veronica coming in clutch with the one-shot here after the 7 damage from Duma. That was pretty epic. And now Claude is also going to get a one-shot on Eliwood. Eliwood just can't deal with that attack plus 22, unfortunately. And then Reinhardt is going to also one-shot Veronica. Looks like today is just the day of one-shots. And Python obviously is going to do 0 damage to Idun. But she's also not going to be able to kill him because of Flash Plus from Veronica. And then Raisin's just going to go dance Duma. So at this point, I do feel like Idun might be able to take all of these units, maybe, but Peony certainly can't take a hit from Reinhardt, or Peony can't take a hit from anyone here, unfortunately. They all double her and or just one-shot her, so Veronica's gonna go heal. I guess that means she couldn't get a kill. And then, yeah, Python's gonna do 95 damage. And then I believe Reinhardt's probably gonna be able to go in and... Okay, Claude's gonna go get the kill first. And although Naga has Iot's shield, Claude does double her, so he does kill. But he doesn't one-shot. He would have definitely one-shotted if it weren't for Iot's shield. And now I guess Reinhardt's... Yeah, Reinhardt's just going to go and get that kill there. And the numbers were quite close. I do feel like if they hadn't had defense and res buffs on Idun that got panicked, I do wonder if they may have been able to survive that. Okay, and then they lost. I'm sorry. I hope you guys all had ladders and were able to take that loss. It is really nice to see my defense team doing well this season too, because I was a little bit worried about it, particularly because Altina is a pretty bad matchup for Python, so that's why I ended up going with the Restore Trap, so that if Altina does just try to bait Python in the spot right below him, so right in the spot directly south of Python, they're going to get hit by a face full of Veronica, which is not what they were expecting. And by the way, that idea with the Restore Trap was definitely not my idea, it was my friend Levin's idea. I initially had no special, no healing assist on Veronica, but he suggested that I go with a Restore Trap, and it actually worked out really well, so thanks to him for that idea. It's obviously been working out really great this season. So yeah, it's been a while since I last did an Aether Raids video like this, but I actually kind of enjoyed it, so let me know what you guys think and let me know if you would like to see more Aether Raids content from me, because like I said, although I'm not the biggest fan of the new changes, I'm still enjoying Aether Raids for now, so I do think it would be cool to make some more videos about it. Thank you guys for watching, as always.